Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? We are live for what should be a big time game, a massive game. Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. How is everyone doing on this fine Sunday afternoon, December 15th? Oh man. How's everyone doing? Fins for the win. They need to, man. They need to. It's playoff time for them at this point. They can't afford to lose any other games. And it's going to be an interesting one. Both Teron Armstead and Kendall Lamb are out, the two starting tackles. So definitely that's definitely gonna be a big focal point of concern for this game is can we block at all? I don't really expect the ground game to be working well because of it. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, because they didn't flex the game out. They would have had to do it before this game. So that's gonna stay Sunday Night Football. I don't love that. I mean, at the end of the day, it is Jameis Winston. So who knows how he'll play any given week. Yeah, knowing Miami and their luck, it won't be that great of a game. But oh well. I know, but this is definitely the toughest test left on the schedule in theory. So we'll see. Just have to take care of business. They play one more home game this season, and that's next week against the 49ers. So they're gonna need to beat some good teams on the road. Hey, I don't care how the Finns win today. It was game-winning field goal, walk-off touchdown. Like this game could end 9-6 with a Miami victory, and I would be relatively happy. The main thing is you gotta be able to pressure Stroud, stop Joe Mixon. Like 3-0 Dolphins win, I'll take it. Again, a win is a win. I do not care. Especially at this point in the season where everything's on the line, a win is a win. Miami will be getting the ball first from NRG Stadium in Houston, as the Texans will send this one down to begin week 15 of the NFL. Kickoff will be returned beginning from the 3-yard line by Malik Washington and is going to get up to about the 26. So this Dolphins offense will start from there. Going over 45. Hey, again, Miami has been a pretty good offense past few weeks. 3 of the past 4 weeks, 430 plus. Probably today they're gonna need about that 25 plus range. But we'll see. Again, this offense taking the field, first play of the game. What you got? Tua in shotgun, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. First play of the game is a throw, looking to throw. Plenty of time. Going to dump it off right side to Achan's caught, but brought down in the backfield for a loss of about 4. I like the amount of time that he had to throw that ball. I will say that. Hopefully they'll be able to. Second and 13, Tua in shotgun, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. And they're going to hand this one off to the left side and going to be a gain of about 5 for Devon Achane up to the 29-ish yard line. Alright, so first play, not the greatest. That play a lot better. We're officially ruling it a gain of 6, so it's 3rd and 7 coming up. Can't go 3 and out to begin this game. That would not be the start you're hoping for. But you're in a passing down. What are you going to scheme up here? And the Texans are starting 2 rookies in their secondary. Should be able to take advantage of it. Tua alone in shotgun. 4 receiving options to the right. For his 3rd and 7 play. Going to look to throw. Has time. Step into his right. Throwing wide open. Malik Washington caught. First down Miami. A gain of 7. A gain of 7 exactly. They keep the chains alive. I love seeing Malik Washington getting involved early in this. With the parting ways of Odell Beckham, Malik Washington is going to be the main receiver 3. And I liked what I saw from him in the preseason. I'm happy he's getting a lot of chances now in his back half of the season. But it's a great play to keep the drive alive. We'll see how much Mostert can do. I'll talk more about my thoughts on Mostert during the commercial break. Tua under center, going to play action, look to throw, has time, pass right side, incomplete, looking for Jalen Waddle just too far inside. It'll be 2nd and 10. I mean, you had 2 crossing routes there. I feel like Hill would have gotten open eventually, but Waddle was there as well, so. We'll see. We will see. I mean, I got a good bit of what I think the future for Mostert is, but I'll be at commercial break. Tua under center, going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 2 for Achane. It looked like we got away with a false start there by Eichenberg. So we'll take the 2 yards, but it puts us in the 3rd and long once again for 3rd and 8 coming up. I mean, Eichenberg got blown up on that play. He holds that block for another like half a second, and Achane could hit a hole there. The interior O-line play, man. Tua shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to his right, 3rd and 8, looking for the 46-yard line to keep the drive alive. Tua to throw. Pressure coming quick, escaping to his left, avoids 1 sack, looking downfield, and going to just step out of bounds, a loss of 1 on the play, and Miami will be forced to punt. There's the issue with the offensive line coming up, and the pressure. I'm pretty sure Houston sent a good blitz, though. Yeah, they disguised that blitzed well. Alright, not great. If only someone got open, though, that's a big thing. Like, Tua did a good job extending the play, but just no one was open downfield. And now Jake Bailey to send this one down. The punt comes off clean. And it will be returned beginning from the 5. And going to get a pretty decent return here up to the 19-yard line for Houston. And that's where CJ Stroud and this offense will take the field. It was Tank Dell on the return. But yeah, nice punt. I wouldn't say necessarily Mike needs to be like Dan Campbell. It's more so that this team needs to be physical. This team just needs better offensive line play, especially on the interior. It's like Patrick Paul is he's been playing solid in his minimal reps so far this year. And then I do like Austin Jackson. He just needs to stay healthy. But let me get back to Mostert real quick, because that was brought up earlier. So Mostert is under contract for next season, and then his contract is expiring, and then it's up. I'm expecting Mostert to be on the team next year, but more so the process of beginning to transfer him to more of a coaching role within the organization. I don't like. We're clearly seeing signs that is Achane, the primary back, Jalen Wright, the running back 2, and then you need a power back in there, which for now is kind of feeling like it's Alec Ingold, but more so I would like someone in the draft to be more a traditional power back. But it's clear that Mostert's time with the team is nearing an end, whether he gets released in the offseason, which I doubt, but that's a possibility. But more likely he's going to have pretty much more so just be a coach in his team next year and be that veteran piece for a really young running back room behind him with Achane, Wright, and whatever power back we potentially get. But I think that's the idea and the plan for everything. But it's just it's Mostert is getting for as young as, I'm gonna say young, but for as healthy as Mostert's legs are or can be, it's the case where he's just up there in age, and with running backs, there's not a real good trend once you get to where Mostert is in age. I know people will point at Saquon and Derrick Henry and all that, Derrick Henry mainly, but Derrick Henry's just he's the exception from the rule. Saquon Barkley is younger. Josh Jacobs is on the younger side. Those guys well deserved everything. But what, Mostert's going to be 32, 33 next year, somewhere around there. I just think that the time is nearing an end. But we'll see. Again, him having less carries and less opportunities in the second half of the season, it feels like it's pointing in that direction. All right, back from commercial break. 1st and 10, Stroud under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side, and going to play action, look to throw. Has time, dump off right side, going to be caught and room to run for a first down and more, down to the 35-yard line for Joe Mixon. Can't let Joe Mixon run all over you, even if it is out as a receiver out the backfield. That's what Josh Jacobs was able to do on Thanksgiving, and that's a big reason why as one of many reasons why this team struggled that game. You got to be able to contain Joe Mixon as best as you can. Stroud under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, and going to toss this left side for Joe Mixon, go and have some good blocking, finding a lane to get up to the 39-yard line before being brought down. All right, you're good. All right. That's open and dry for the Houston's offense. We'll gauge a lot about how this defense will hold up today. Stroud under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side for the 2nd and 5 play. Going to be a handoff right side for Tank Dale on an end around, and going to make people miss and gain a first down and a whole lot more. Past midfield, Jalen Ramsey couldn't bring him down behind the line. Oh, we had that play beat. No, it was Javon Holland who missed him in the backfield. Then Anthony Walker was caught flat-footed. Come on, Holland. First and 10 from the +46. Stroud under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. And going to play action, looking to throw. Has time, stepping up. Pass left side to a wide open receiver is caught for a first down and down to the +33-ish. That is Robert Woods on the reception. And this defense is getting picked apart early. Burrow threw an interception on the 2nd pass attempt in the game. Damn. Gotta be able to pressure better. Stroud in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to quick pass right side, screenplay for Robert Woods. And that's a fumble. It fumbled, but picked up by Houston at the line of scrimmage. No one realized it was a fumble until it was too late. I didn't even realize it was a fumble. Tohu and Walker combined to force that fumble, but no one realized it. Oh, man. That was the opportunity. Yeah, Kobe with a great peanut punch. That was the opportunity to make a big-time play, but... Second and 10, Stroud in shotgun, back to his right. Going to look to throw. Quick pass left side is caught, and going to be a gain of about 8, maybe 9 on the play. And that was Nico Collins on the reception. All right, so 3rd and 1. See if you can hold him to a field goal. Oh, the short yardage situations have not been good for Miami this year. Stroud and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right going to look to throw. Has time, pass left side, going for it and caught. No, incomplete. Joe Mixon caught it out of bounds. It was a tight quarters throw, but Mixon couldn't get his feet in. So Miami makes the 3rd down stand. Let's see what Houston does here. And they're going to send out the field goal unit. Okay. Defense was bend, don't break. And out comes the field goal unit. All right, not bad. Not giving up a touchdown opening drive is good. And here comes Keami Fairbairn. He has missed some cheap shots earlier in the season. This is a 44-yard try from the left hash to give Houston the early lead. Kick is up, and it is good. All right, 3-0 lead for Houston. Not a terrible start to this game. Could have been a lot worse, obviously, but all right. Not a terrible start. Would have liked it to be a little bit better. But we'll take it, all things considered. Hopefully the offense can do a little bit more on this upcoming drive. But I like that the defense was able to make a stand. A little bit. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Get back, commercial break. I saw that Tennessee took an early lead against Cincinnati. I swear, if the Bengals lose that game. What else? Tie game between the Panthers and Cowboys still at 0. Chiefs up 7-0. Jacksonville up 7-0. Tie game still between the Commanders and Saints at 0. Tie game still between the Ravens and Giants at 0. And then Tennessee up 7-0. So yeah. Early stage and everything. Yes, Ashton Jeanty was robbed. He fully deserved the Heisman, and any other season, he probably does get the Heisman. But Colorado, Travis Hunter, and that whole crew over there they're the media darlings. They're the ESPN darlings. Because they bring in the ratings every single time they talk about them. There's going to be people to tune in, whether because they're fans of Colorado and everything, or because they're just like, or there's just hate watching. They bring in the ratings. And plus, they have the more money. And I trust me, I get the whole reasoning behind it of the whole, he's playing both sides as starting players, getting an insane amount of snaps and everything. But Jeanty was a generational, fantastic running back this season. Travis Hunter was solid at both sides of the ball. Wasn't great, wasn't generational. He was just a good player. So it's like, I feel like you should, I don't know. It's weird. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the goal line by Malik Washington. And he's going to work his way up to about the 33-yard line. So a very solid return there by Malik Washington. There is a flag on the play, however, so we'll see what this is. Also, Jeanty single-handedly propelled Boise State to the college football playoff. It's just whatever. Holding on Miami is the penalty, so they're going to push that return back a bit. Calling it on Channing Tindall, former 3rd-round pick. Back in, I believe, 22 for this Dolphins team, right? It was 22. It was either 21 and 22. I believe it was 22. He's been someone, during the preseason, he looks pretty solid, but just can't find a way to break into that main linebacker rotation. All right, 1st and 10, just under 7 minutes to play. Ball now on the 18. Tua under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side, and they are going to get Houston to jump. That will be a neutral zone infraction. Push Miami up 5. So a 1st and 5 coming up. I like that. I like that we've been able to get teams to jump recently. And they call it encroachment, but it'll Alright. I like that Miami's been showing this ability recently. Tua under center, back and fullback behind him for this 1st and 5 play now to begin the drive. And Tua's going to toss this up the middle for Achane, who's going to gain about 2, maybe 2.5 on the play. Welcome back. Oh, but yeah, not as a 2-yard run on 1st and 5 is a lot better than a 2-yard run on 1st and 10. Yeah, like this ground game though, it just has not been working the past few weeks. Part of it is injuries to the O-line, part of it is bad O-line play. It's a very weird situation Miami found it. Because early on in the season, the run game was the bright spot, but now it's the passing game with Tua being back. Tua shotgun back behind him, 3 receiving options, 2 to left, gonna send Tyreek in motion left to right. As Tua looks to throw a quick pass right side, is going to be incomplete, looking for Tyreek Hill, but too far outside. A 3rd and 3 coming up. Hey, the Panthers have been playing well the past few weeks, and Dallas is still starting Cooper Rush. Dallas hasn't played with Cooper Rush in. The wins that Dallas have not been again. I mean, they had the Commanders win, but that was a completely game full of fuckery. But they had that Giants win, and the Giants are not a good team themselves. So it makes sense that against a solid team, they're gonna be not gonna do as well. Tua shotgun back to his right, looking to throw in 3rd and 3, escaping to his left. This pressure comes in quick. Throw in and incomplete, looking for Tyreek. Ball was short-armed and low. And even despite the 1st and 5 start to this drive, it is a 3 and out for this Dolphins offense. And there is that issue with the offensive line. It's the interior still getting just beat way too quickly. Tyreek is there. Like that's a throw that Tua should make. But like it throwing on the run's a tough thing to ask for a guy, especially someone like Tua who's not used to it as much. Punt comes off clean, going to be returned beginning from the 15 and returned up to making people miss. Room to run. Big return up to the 39. Tank down the return once again. This has not been a good start to this game. The offense has had moments. Like they've had plays that should work better, but just pressure, man. Like again, that one on 3rd and 3. Like if Tua had a little bit more time in that pocket for him to throw it when he normally would, Tyreek is open. Again, it's a case where like Tua should have made that throw on the run, but it's just a tough situation to be in. How did Washington get to a 2nd and goal from the 16? And how did they score on it? What? Man, Washington don't make sense. Yeah, we'll see. Commercial break. Not a great start from the offense, though. Like, not being able to at least get a 1st down there when you're starting to drive with a 1st and 5 is not... It's just not good. I would prefer if we just run the ball a bit more, but... Or at least do stuff that's more like extensions of the run. Like throw a screen out. If Miami's going to run a screen today, it's going to be to the left side. I highly doubt they're going to run a screen to the right, which is the issue. Like it's just Miami's in a weird spot today. And they need to get an offensive drive going soon. Yeah, it's not the best of looks. I mean, we'll see what the defense has in store. We'll see. Back from commercial break. Let's see what this defense can do. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Stroud under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, going to look to throw. Pressure coming quick up the middle. Stroud escapes it. Step into his right, still buying time, and just going to throw it away to the right. Zeeler had instant pressure up the middle, then Chop came in afterwards for some contain and forced the throw away. I like seeing that penetration on first down. And that's the thing, if you can just get the pressure in, I feel like you can do a good job at stopping this passing game. But you then also need to like contain them on top of it. All right, 2nd and 10. Stroud and shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side, going to look to throw. With time pass left side is caught and going to be a 3rd down coming up. It is John Michie on the reception for the gain of 7. So a 3rd and 3. All right, again, I like forcing Houston to get the ball out quick. But now it's 3rd down, you have to be able to get off the field. Stroud and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side, 3rd and 3. Stroud to throw. Pressure coming quick up the middle. Zach Zeeler brings him down at the 30. Let's go. 3 and out for this Houston offense. Zach Zeeler. He's been a big-time player the past few weeks and really the entire season for this front 7. And here he is making another play on a fantastic pass stunt between him and Jordan Brooks to get him a free lane up the middle. There we go. All right, now the offense needs to build off of it. We forced a 3 and out ourselves. What can we do on offense now to make sure that doesn't go to waste? Punt comes off clean, going to be fair caught at the 17-ish yard line. So the 4:15 to play in the first. Tua Tagovailoa and this Dolphins offense will be taking the field, looking to get some kind of drive going. Just need something going here. We're not in the case where we need a touchdown just yet. If we can get a field goal on this drive and get the game back tied, I like it. But we'll see. We're going to need this offense to do something. Tua in shotgun, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side, ball on the 18-yard line. And Tua's going to hand this off to Achane right side, and he's going to gain about 2 on the play. Yeah, the ground game just won't be working today, it seems, and that's kind of to be expected. Going a little hurry up though. Tua shotgun back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to motion a tight end from the right to the left to make it 3 receiving options to the left as Tua looks to throw. Pass over the middle is caught for a first down, and a gain of about 9 by Jonnu Smith. Getting him involved early in this game is going to be a big factor, as we saw what this offense looks like when he does get the ball. And that's a first down, keeping the drive moving down to the 30-ish, maybe like 29 and a half. All right, Jonnu. I think Patrick Paul is holding his own pretty well so far today. It's 1st and 10. Tua in shotgun, back to his left. Tight end to his right in the backfield. And Tua's going to screen pass left side to Achane. Makes one man miss, has some blocking, and going to gain about 10 on the play up to the 39-yard line, but just shy of the first down marker as he needed the 39.5 to keep the chains moving. But that's a nice screen pass. And that was to the left side. I meant to say left side earlier, but yeah. Whatever side Patrick Paul is on, there's going to be screens, which is the left. You see, if Miami's going to be calling screens, it's going to be towards the Patrick Paul side because that's like the stronger side of the line today. 2nd and 1, Tua shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, a back to his left. You need about half a yard to get the first. Tua's going to hand this off up the middle for Achane. He's going to get that half a yard needed down to the 40-yard line. First down, Miami, keeping the chains moving, staying ahead of the sticks. Keep it moving. Yeah, Baltimore gets on the board early. At 1st and 10 from the 40. Tua under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play clock winding down. Tua's going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to be a solid pickup of about 4 for Devon Achane up to the 44-yard line. A minute and a half to play in this first quarter. That was a weird package, though. I mean, you have Julian Hill and Durham Smythe in with Tyreek and Malik Washington as your main. Like, it's something. I would like John Yu to be involved more with a lot more packages, though. Same with Ingold, kind of. But well, 2nd and 5. Tua shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. And going to fake a toss, looking to throw. Has time, pass left side, caught by Achane. Good blocking down the field, room to run past midfield and push out of bounds at the plus 42. First down, Miami. 51 seconds in the first, but there's a flag on the play. We'll see what this is, but there's some scruffs going on post play. Nice. I mean, I've been playing a lot of NHL 24 recently, and it is fun to come back while down like 3-0, 3-1 in the series. What's the penalty? Personal foul on Houston after the play, and a personal foul on Miami, so they will offset, but the play still stands. A big pickup for the Dolphins. Hey, we'll take the offset and penalties there. They were both ruled as after the play, so the play does still stand. As a nice pickup for Devon Achane. As yeah, the initial play, nothing going there, but Achane had plenty of room on that check down. The ball on the plus 42. Tua in shotgun back to his left. Going to play action, throw in left side, caught by Achane. Some decent enough blocking to get past the 40 and out of bounds near the 37. That's a gain of 5. And that might be the final play of this first quarter. Yeah, true. At least it wasn't holding. I was more worried because typically when Miami does those fake tosses or anything, that's when you see, like, that's when it's an RPO. So I was scared of illegal man downfield, but luckily it wasn't anything. Tua shotgun back behind him as well as to his left, and the game clock is going to wind down. That's the end of the first quarter. So after 15 minutes, Dolphins down by 3, Bud moving the ball pretty well on this drive. We'll see how they finish it when we come back from this commercial break. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of offense in this opening drive, so that's why it was kind of quick. I mean, Miami basically had 2 3-and-outs. Houston had a 3-and-out themselves. It's been a pretty defensive-heavy game so far. Going to the Cowboys? Man, the Cowboys. Is that game still... Tennessee's up 14-7. Baltimore's up 7-0. Washington up 7-0. Tie game between the Jets and the Jaguars at 7. KC up by 7. Yeah, tie game at 0 between the Cowboys and the Panthers to begin the second. Damn. The over 45 ain't looking great, but we'll see. Last week, the first quarter wasn't a lot of offense either. It was the first quarter last week was a 7-0 game, and then the second quarter happened and the fourth quarter. So we'll see. There's still 45 minutes left, and Miami is having a solid drive here that they're building. So hopefully they'll be able to cap it off in the end zone. But if we can just tie the game, I feel pretty good. The Cowboys losing today would be hilarious. I mean, the Cowboys losing today feels like it would be the nail in the coffin on the Mike McCarthy era. But yeah, the Cowboys are such a weird team this year. And to be fair, I know a lot of people are blaming. I mean, no, I'm pretty sure most people are actually blaming Jerry Jones. But like Jerry Jones deserves most of the blame for how this season has gone. He said they were going to go all in the offseason, and the most they did was sign Eric Kendricks. They did nothing this offseason. In part because they took so long to pay their guys. If they paid CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott earlier on in the offseason, then they could have a proper offseason. But it was a case where their offseason had to start after paying those guys. Like, the thing is, like, Jerry Jones isn't gonna retire from retire because he has nothing to retire from. He's the owner of the team. So it's just weird. It sucks. I kind of feel bad for Cowboys fans. But at the same time, them having so high expectations and failing is funny. I've set back from the commercial break. Tua in shotgun, quick pass right side, caught by Mostert in a 2nd and 5, and going to gain about 6 before being tackled by Aaron Brewer. Hey, still picked up the first down, but could have been a lot more yards there. Either way, again, first down. Are you in Houston right now? Nice. I hope to be able to go to a game in Houston one day, because I'm a big barbecue guy, and I've heard that Texas barbecue is delicious. Like, that's a place I would love to check out, like a proper Texas barbecue spot. Tua shotgun back to his right, 3 receiving options to the left. 1st and 10 from the 30. Tua looking to throw. Pass left side caught and going to be a gain of about 5 on the play for Malik Washington. And I know a lot of people haven't been happy with the like simple dink and duff, like the simple of just, hey, take what the defense is giving you plays like Miami's been running recently. But these long sustained drives that are moving the ball down the field are what you're going to need come playoff time. So like, it's working. Ball in the 25. Tua shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. And going to hand this off up the middle, but that goes nowhere. Loss of about 3 for Raheem Mostert. There's no blocking on that right side. Officially ruling it a loss of 2, but it's still 3rd and 7. Like, he gets stuffed by Julian Hill and part. Like, here's the thing with on that play specific, like, attack. That's the thing with this team in the run blocking. They're not attacking, they're reacting. If Julian Hill attacks there and pushes him off his spot, and more so towards like the left side of that play, we'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage or pick up a yard, which is better than a loss of 2. Tua alone in shotgun, 3 receiving options to the left, gonna look to throw. Has time, gonna step to his left to buy more. With time, flag downfield, a flag down. Tua going to take it himself and gain about 6 on the play. But that flag's going to bring it back with a holding. And yeah, Genty was robbed. But that's the state of college football, man. Like, they're going to focus on the power schools. They're going to focus on all those instead. And group of 5 is going out the way. And it sucks. In my opinion, group of 5 football is some of the more fun college football to watch. I know a lot of people talking like hype up like the SEC and the power schools and everything, because those are like the high intense matchups. But for me, like the chaos within the group of 5 is a lot more fun. Yep, hold in on Miami is the call. So we play third down, be a 3rd and 17. You're looking to just maybe get like 7-ish, get back into field goal range. Yeah. He took a shot in the ribs there. Hey, obviously, like, if Gentry balls out in the playoffs, it will show that he deserved it. If Gentry goes on and has an incredible NFL career as well, I think that would prove it that he deserved it as well. But I do expect Gentry. If Gentry goes to the right team, he's going to have a fantastic NFL career. And the main team I'm thinking of is Cincy. But we'll see. At 3rd and 17, just need to get a few more yards at the very minimum to get back in the field goal range. And Tua's going to look to throw. Fake the screen left, now throwing the screen to the right for Achane, who's going to lose about a yard on the play. Just throw it to Waddle there. I know that wasn't the play, and the point was to fake that screen. But Waddle is open and could get you some yards. Because either way, we're kicking a field goal here. Yeah, just throw it to Waddle. Just throw it to Waddle. Throw it to Waddle. Waddle was open there for the fake screen. Just throw it to him. There's no need to fake there. Again, long field goal try coming up. Jason Sanders to tie this game up at 3. Going to be a long kick, 55 yards out. The left hash. Kick is up. Has the accuracy. It is drilled. Jason Sanders, man. He's been on a heater this season. And the Dolphins have tied the game. I will take it. 11:35 to play in the half. I will take it. That was a great drive for Miami to have. Yeah, Sanders has been playing fantastic. And it's good to see Sanders playing well because we paid him all that money a few years back. So it's good to see him finally living up to it. And 2, when you have a great kicker, you want to keep him around. And as Sanders is continuing to get better this season, he's going to be a very reliable kicker, probably by next year, hopefully. Now, ideally, the only thing that would suck about that is it means we have to keep Jake Bailey, and I'm not a big fan of Jake Bailey. But if it means that we get to keep Sanders playing at a high level, I will take it. It's a good trade-off. It's a good trade-off. And I'm excited for the college football playoffs. I mean, the first game is Indiana and Notre Dame. I feel like that could be a pretty solid game. If Indiana goes into South Bend and wins, that's going to be fantastic. Although on that day, I am more excited for the Gasparilla Bowl between Tulane and Florida. That should be a funny game. And yeah, I agree that Bailey needs to go. But again, there's a trade-off at some point because he's been punting relatively well these past few weeks. The main thing is if keeping Bailey around means that Sanders will be able to hit from 50 plus at a reliable rate, I am willing to keep Bailey around for a team-friendly deal than to get in a new punter, which would be our 4th new punter in the past 5 years, and completely mess with Jason Sanders' timing and everything. There's a big thing. That's why a lot of the great special teams and people, it's always the kicker and the punter are together. Orlando Mare had Matt Turk. Dan Carpenter had Brandon Fields. Earlier on in Sanders' career, he had Matt Hack. But then we replaced Matt Hack with someone I can't remember. Then we got Morstead. Then we got Bailey. A kickoff underway, going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Vinatieri in Indianapolis had McAfee the entire time, pretty much the entire time. At least his best years in Indianapolis, he had McAfee. All-time Pistons, hey, the bad boy Pistons, they do that to people. Yeah, so yeah, South Bend's also a weird place. And again, I'm fine with Sanders being more reliable from 40 plus. Because like it again, we just need a reliable kicker. Stroud in shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. 1st and 10, going to hand off left side for Joe Mixon, and it's going to be a loss of about 2.5, maybe 3. Jordan Brooks getting in the backfield, another underrated big signing that Miami made in the offseason that has been playing well for them. Oh, and Joe Mixon's a little shaken up after the play, slow to get up. Oh, that's a tough loss for Houston. That's a tough loss, man. Hope everything's alright. Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, man. You want to talk about underrated offseason moves? The Texans trading for Joe Mixon was beautiful. It was a fantastic move. And you can go back more so during the AFC North talks that I had. But like I mentioned like how big of an impact Joe Mixon had on Cincy. And how like his departure, I was expecting to not mean well good things for Cincy, and that's been true. Like he's had a good, massive impact for this Houston team. It's been great to see again. Hope everything's all right. It sucks to see him go down. Ooh, all-time Pistons and all-time Mavs seems like a fantastic game. If it would somehow happen in real life. Yeah, that seems like a great game. But yeah, so going back, three most underrated big time signings Miami made in the offseason that have shown to be massive parts of this team this year. Aaron Brewer, who's playing fantastic as a center. Jonnu Smith, great tight end and great utility guy. And then Jordan Brooks for the linebacker room. Since he traded Joe Mixon for I think a 5th round pick, because they were gonna release him, but Houston stepped in and said, "Wait, y'all serious?" And here, have a 5th round pick. We'll take him. It was such a dumb move by Cincy, but at the same time, like Cincy's in a very, very tough spot financially right now. So it makes sense why, like, okay, they're seeing the team, and they're seeing Burrow, Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, and they're seeing the talent that they had in the offseason. They were like, we just don't have the money to pay Joe Mixon. Plus the idea that it is really easy to find fantastic running back play. Which Chase Brown has been playing well for them, don't get me wrong, but he's not Joe Mixon. So it's that. So they're like, okay, we're going to need to pay Higgins and Chase. So we're going to let Mixon and Tyler Boyd walk. Or trade them if we can. Well, both of them have been massive pieces that they have been missing this season. Because if they had Tyler Boyd earlier on in the season, they probably do beat New England and KC because they have another reliable receiving option. If they have Mixon, they probably beat New England. I mean, maybe not KC, but probably New England. Back from the commercial break, Stroud and shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, ball on the 28-yard line. Quick pass right side for his screens, going to get blown up for a loss of 3 by Kader Kohou. Back-to-back negative plays for the Texans. It's now a 3rd and 15 from the 25. Trying to screenplay on them. Oh, that's a hip drop tackle that they missed. These refs, man. I feel like I say it every week. They miss hip drop tackles. Yeah, that's a hip drop tackle that Jordan Brooks made. He'll be fined for that, but no penalty on the play. All right, Stroud alone in shotgun, looking to throw on 3rd and 15. Pressure coming. Pass over the middle is low and incomplete. Another 3 and out. Nico Collins, the intended target. And here's this Dolphins defense making plays once again. All right. I like it. And now I would expect a touchdown drive to really like start hammering stuff home. If you don't pay the fine, well, so there have been the cases where the players themselves don't pay the fine, but the team does as a way to show like, hey, you did nothing wrong, or out of respect or all that, but it's very rare. As Malik Washington going to return this punt up to about the 27-yard line. It's less of the case where you pay the fine, and more so the case of the NFL just takes the money and calls it a fine. And that's the case with most sports leagues. There's less of you paying the fine and more so of just, hey, we're just gonna take the money out of your game check or whatever. Oh my, T'Vondre Sweat, big time fumble return for Tennessee. Bro, it's like, this is what I'm talking about with Cincy, is they're just missing pieces. Like, they have the core to be a contender, but they're missing the depth pieces on offense and defense to be a legit contender. Like, pretty sure that was Burrow fumbling. Yeah, exactly. And we saw it also, I forgot who it was. But someone was also just fined $45K. And like that's their entire game check for the week, basically. When they're a 7th round pick or when they're a late round pick and undrafted guy, like, your entire game check is that one fine. And 99% of the time you look back and at that play that they were fined for, and it's just them playing football. It's dumb. It's dumb. But I feel like it's those cases there where the team is the ones who pay the fine. In some case, depends on the organization. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if KC ended up paying that fine for Pacheco, but still signed it off as, yeah, he was the one who paid it. Or sometimes it's their like marketing team or their brand, like or sometimes like it's the companies that they do marketing for as well end up paying the fine sometimes. Like, that was the case with Nike and Jordan way back in the day. If you watch the movie Air with Ben Affleck and all that, they explain it a little bit there as well, where they wanted Jordan to wear like the first Jordan shoes, but it would have came at massive fines every single time he wore them. And Nike took the gamble and said, yeah, we'll just pay the fine every time. Don't worry about it. So I'm sure if Pacheco, with the kind of star that he is, the fact that he has probably some good marketing deals, especially within the KC area, they're the ones who pay the fines. I did on purpose. All right, next offensive drive for the Dolphins. Tua in shotgun, back behind them, 1st and 10. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Pass time. Pass left side for Tyreek is overthrown, incomplete. Just too far outside, but there is a flag on the play. What's the penalty? It's roughing the passer on Houston. Give us those 15. Automatic 1st down. Calling it on Mario Edwards. After playing. Most times those aren't ejections, though. It depends. Oh, yeah, that's a late hit high. It's a late hit. He hit him high. He hit like 3 boxes here for roughing the passer. All right. The refs hate everyone not named Patrick Mahomes or wearing the Chiefs uniform. Tua under center, back and fullback behind him, 1st and 10 from the 41. Going to toss this up the middle, and that is going to be a gain of about 7 for gain of about 6 for Raheem Mostert. Getting more of the action today. Officially only the gain of 5. But Mostert getting more involved today already compared to anything we've seen in the past few weeks. Tua looking to throw on 2nd and 5. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for Jalen Waddle. Waddle wanting a flag, but nothing thrown. I think I agree with him. It should have been something there, but whatever. All right, 3rd and 5. Gotta make it up for it. Yeah, exactly. Well, most of the time, the people who are ref in high school games are more so doing it out of just like volunteer and stuff. They're not getting paid a lot. What's up, David? Tua shotgun back to his right, looking to throw on 3rd and 5. Pressure coming up the middle, and Tua's going to fumble, and it's recovered by Houston down to the plus 27. Oh, this offensive line play right now. Got hit from behind. Ball comes loose. That's such a bad fumble to have. They haven't punished Mostert, but I would have liked to see him get the ball there. Just hand it off up the middle for 3rd and 5. His offensive line is not going to give you a lot of time to go through progressions, and that's such a bad fumble to take. Defense, when the defense is playing well and you're feeling that, like, just go down. I know there's been a lot of talk about Tua like needing to extend plays a bit more, but just go down in that situation. You can't make a mistake like that. Stroud under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options, 2 to the left, going to play action, looking to throw, rolling right, buying time. Pass in, that's going to be caught along the sideline by Tank Dell for a gain of about 13-14. Like, especially when your defense is playing as well as they have been, you don't need to put them in this bad of a situation and give the momentum to Houston. You don't need to be. Yeah, that's a good grab by Dell. All right, 1st and 10 from the 13. Stroud in shotgun, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. And going to hand this off to Mixon left side and going to fight with Ramsey to gain a yard on the play. Find a way to hold him to a field goal. That would be the best case scenario. As Houston does not turn the ball over much in the red zone. All right, 2nd and 9. Stroud under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. And they're going to get Miami to jump. And we'll see. The rest will discuss this, but it looks like Miami jumped up the middle. I didn't see any movement by Houston up front, so we'll see. I think it's going to be Benito Jones. Yep. Encroachment on Miami. Going to be a 2nd and 4 coming up. Can't be having that. Yeah, there was no movement up front on Houston. He nearly jumped the snap count well, but just too early. All right, 2nd and 4. 7:50 to play in the half. Pull him to a field goal if you can. Stroud under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Stroud going to hand this off up the middle, and Mixon makes people miss, but stumbling down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 3rd and 4. I don't know. I mean, fan bases, a good chunk of fan bases do end up traveling pretty well. Miami is one of them. Like, Miami has a good fan base nationwide. And they can travel well if a team is playing well. Yeah. Stroud and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right looking to throw on 3rd and 4. Pass time. Gonna step up looking to run. Gonna throw it end zone and it's caught over the middle. Nico Collins. Touchdown Houston. Jordan Poyer lets it up. And there it goes back to show, like, the fumble, man. Like, you can't be making those kind of mistakes. All right. The other thing is Miami sent 3. What is Poyer doing there? Like, Miami does not have the talent right now that's healthy, at least, to only be sending 3. The extra point is up and good. Like yeah, I mean, I believe Poyer is only under a 1-year deal, so he will be gone in the offseason. But we're gonna have to completely revamp this secondary and the safety room. We gotta do commercial break. Let's see. Yeah, it's on a 1-year deal. But like we're gonna have to completely revamp this secondary and this safety room in the offseason. Because Javon Holland's on the last year of his deal, and I don't think we bring him back. So then the other safeties we have are Patrick McMorris, and that's about it. So we'll need to sign a safety and probably draft one in the. I mean, maybe we franchise tag Javon Holland, but it would depend on what that number is. I don't think we know right now, but I can check for last year's. Holland had that fantastic first year. He had that fantastic first year, but since then he just hasn't done enough. He just hasn't done enough to warrant a big time contract. Like if we can bring him back on a team friendly deal, I'm fine with it. But like he missed the push last year in the second half of the season due to injury during that Jets game. And in this season, he's just been doing nothing. Like his 2022 season has been his best year. Since then, I mean, like last year wasn't a lot, but he missed 6 games, 5 games last year. And then so far through this year, like, he's having half the level of production as he did last year. Last year franchise tag numbers was so projected franchise tag would be about 19 million. If you do the transition tag, it would be 15 million. I don't love those numbers for Javon Holland. I don't think he deserves those numbers. Like, if anything, he deserved. I would have given him the transition tag last year if he was available for it, but he wasn't. Kickoff underway, going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Miami will begin this drive from the 30, and they're at the point where they're going to need a drive here. Yes, Houston gets ball to begin the second half. Miami can't be going down by too much before then. Holland just isn't worth 15 million for next year. Now, if we can trade him off that tag, then yeah, but I don't doubt we'll be able to. All right, 1st and 10. Tua under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10. Going to fake a toss left, looking to throw. Pass right side to Malik Washington is caught in the flat, and that's a 1st down and more, down to about the 45-yard line for Malik Washington. There we go. Much needed play. Great play to begin the drive. Nice solid pickup there of about 15, maybe more, honestly. I can't really tell with the hash marks. Actually got to around midfield. All right, Malik. So gain of about 20 there. And it's a big time play to kick things off on this drive. Now build off of it. Ball on midfield. Tua shotgun back to his right. Going to look to throw once again. Has time, pass over the middle, is caught by Jonnu Smith for about 8 on the play. A little high throw, but Jonnu can come down with it. Good pickup on 1st down. Keep it moving. Oh yeah, Washington is just having fun. Terry McLaurin already has 2 touchdowns on the day. Tua under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 2. Just under 5.5 to play. Going to hand this off to Achane left side. He's going to fight for 2 yards on the play, picking up the first down, but Waddle is hopping off the field instantly. Fucking hell, Waddle. Oh, he's in a lot of pain on the sideline. Holding that right knee, it seems. He probably got rolled up on. Yeah, he got rolled up on by a Texan player. God, man, Waddle. Yeah, he knew right away. He was able to hop off the field. All right, 5 minutes to go in a second. Seems like we're still going to. Yeah, so gonna head to a commercial break due to injury timeout. We'll see. He's gonna be checked out on like the most injuries right away do feel bad, and probably most of the times those are the worst they're gonna feel. But he got rolled up on bad, so we'll see. Like Waddle is one of those players where I know a lot of the fan base, maybe not a lot of the fan base, but some of the fan base is not too high on him and didn't love when we extended him. Like he is a very good receiver too. And like he could have gone to the 1,000-yard mark again this season. But like 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons potentially would have made it 4 this year. Yes, production isn't great, but none of the receivers' productions are great this year because of Tua being out 4 weeks. Like that's why I'm happy we extended him. But like it just sucks that he keeps getting injured. Yeah, Tua going down screwed a lot of things up. So there's always that side of everything, but at the same time, it's like we have the core for next year, which is fine. I'm mainly just looking for a strong finish. A strong finish to this season so we can build off of it to next year. But like, this team is gonna have a lot of work to do in the off season. That's for sure. The good news is like Waddle doesn't have a big cap hit for the next 3 years. The next 2 years. Like in 25, he still has his rookie cap hit, which is good. In 26, his cap hit is only 11 mil. It's a backloaded contract, yes, and that isn't the greatest. But like he's not going to be the issue when it comes to a contract rework or restructure until we get to 27. Which is the good thing. Like I like the fact that we're going to have Waddle for the next few years. Because him and Tua have a good connection there. Will Anderson even went over to the Miami sideline to check on Waddle. Those Bama boys, they have a good connection there. He's putting pressure on and he's walking on his own power now. Back to the game. Tua shotgun back behind him, going to fake a toss, looking to throw. Quick pass right side, going to be caught and going to lose about a yard on the play. I believe that's Grant Dubois. Yeah, Grant Dubois on the reception. We just activated him off IR. As he's been out since week 2, but that's just not a good play. All right, 2nd and 11. Gonna need about half here. Looking for 5 or 6 on this to make it a more manageable 3rd down at the very minimum. Tua alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to screen pass left side for Jonnu Smith, and he's going to get about 5 yards on the play up to the 36. All right, so it's a 3rd and 6. It's more manageable. You have more options here on what you can do. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what this is. I swear this is on Miami. Be on Houston. Be on Houston. Personal foul. It's a low block on Houston. It is a penalty on Houston. Tack that off to the tack that on to the end of the play. Automatic 1st down. They called a low block on Houston. Yep, that secondary player went low against Patrick Paul. All right, we'll take it. Gives us the first down, keeps the drive alive and moving, staying ahead of the sticks. Just under 4 minutes to play. It is, yeah, for this season it has been screened, which makes no sense why we didn't use it while Tua was out. Tua under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left, gonna toss left side to Achane, who has the blocking, going to fight his way for about 6 on the play, up to the 15-yard line. Miami has entered the red zone. Like, Miami 100% beats either Miami 100% beats the Colts if we used more screens and that nature. Like, we beat the Colts and the entire season's looking different right now. Just that Sam Hubbard had a 2-yard touchdown catch for Cincy. 2nd and 4, 3 minutes to play. Tua shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to toss this right side for Achane. Has blocking inside the 10. Inside the 10, stumbling forward inside the 5, but there's a flag down. This might be brought back. That was a great, man. It's these simple mistakes. Yep, holding on Miami. It's those simple mistakes. You can't, Tyreek, you can't have a holding call there. Like, you just can't have a hold in there. That was a fantastic play. That was the play we needed. We're inside the 5. Just can't be having that kind of mistake. All right, 2nd and 10. Tua in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the 21-yard line. Going to look to throw. Has time. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Looking for Jonnu Smith. Well, he had someone else open over the middle as well. That was shorter down the field. Would have been a more surefire completion. Yeah, that's a risky throw to make there. Yeah, I do not like that decision, Tua. All right, 3rd and 10. Tua shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Play clock winding down. Gonna get the snap off. Tua to throw. Has time. Gonna dump it off over the middle to Achane. He's gonna fumble. And I believe Miami fell on it. Yeah, Aaron Brewer falls on it, but the holding call, the drive killer. Simple as that. Holding call is a drive killer. Like, if Tyreek doesn't hold there and we have ball inside the 5, who knows how the drive ends. But that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Miami's going to send out Jason Sanders. It's not been great. Has not been great. Like, that play design for that 2nd and 3 play was such a good play design. It worked so well. It got what we needed, but just a bad holding penalty. Just a bad holding penalty. You can't be having that. Yeah, Sam Hubbard caught a touchdown against Tennessee today. Damn. Oh well. Jalen Waddle has a knee injury and is questionable to return. All right. Also, yeah, Jacksonville's wearing the throwbacks today. Yeah, it's just you needed to be able to finish that drive in the end zone. You just needed to be able to. But oh well. All right, just coming back from the 2-minute warning, Miami looking to make it a 4-point game right before the half. This has been a sloppy showing for Miami. This has been sloppy. It's 4th and 7. Jason Sanders on. "36-yard try from the left hash. Kick is up, and it is good. All right, 4-point game. 1:57 to play. Miami does have all timeouts. And we know that the Dolphins like to try to get 1-minute drills in before the half. So I wouldn't be shocked if we see Miami call some timeouts here. If we get Houston to have a 3 and out, I would expect some timeouts to be called throughout it. Yeah, Miami has moments of playing better in the second half. But the main issue is pretty sure the third quarter is not a good quarter for Miami. Let's see. Yeah, the third quarter is Miami's worst quarter. A minus 16 point differential in the third. They're in the fourth. That the fourth quarter is Miami's best, but it was not by much. It's a plus 0 point differential in the fourth. So there's that. So by technicality, Miami's a better second half team, but it still ain't great. Kickoff underway, going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Miami will begin the drive from the 30. Houston will begin the drive from the 30. As Miami looks to make a stand before the quarter ends. What can this defense do? The defense has been playing well when not given disaster scenarios. Stroud in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receiving options to each side. Going to play action, looking to throw. Has time, pass over the middle is caught by Dalton Schultz, and he's going to gain about 8 on that play. I wouldn't want Miami to start calling timeouts. That was too much yards given up on that first play to warrant it. Officially giving Schultz 9 on the play. Yeah, Miami's not going to call a timeout, it seems. I like it. I like it. There's no need. Stroud in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. 2nd and 1 from the 39. Stroud to throw. Quick pass to right side is incomplete. Looking for Dalton Schultz. He takes a hit as well during that. And he is down in pain. I believe that was Anthony Walker laying the hit, but he's holding that left shoulder. I hate to see players go down no matter what team they are. No, it was Holland. Devon Holland lays. It's a clean hit. Clean hit, shoulder to shoulder. We'll see. So Houston's going to be forced to call a timeout due to the injury. Injury timeout. We'll see. If Miami can make it to stop on 3rd and 1, I would expect the timeout to be called. But we'll see. We will see. I would expect Mixon to be getting the ball here on 3rd and 1. whether a screen or a handoff. Expecting him to get the ball. Trying to pick up the first here. Yeah, if Miami can make the stand, if they can make the stand and force a 3 and out and get the ball back with 2 timeouts, that'd be doing pretty well. We'll see. We'll see. So that commercial break. All right, Schultz is heading off to the field, back from commercial break. Stroud in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side, 3rd and 1. Stroud to throw. Pass time, pass left side is caught for the first down. It's John Michie down to the 49-yard line. All right. So I was wrong. Mixon didn't get the ball. I don't even think Mixon was on the field for that play. No, he wasn't. It's the same play that got him to 9 on 1st and 10. Stroud bobbles the snap. And Miami picks it up. Jordan Brooks, room to run down the left side. And he's still going down inside the 40. Oh, we will take it. Houston was going quick tempo. They bobbled the snap. Miami has 42 seconds and all 3 timeouts in great field position. We will take it. Jordan Brooks, a great one-hand pickup of the fumble and a great return. Stroud wasn't ready for it. We have to capitalize. We have to capitalize on this. Just have to. The same way Houston capitalized on our fumble, we need to do the same. Tua shotgun and back to each side. Ball on the 38-yard line. Tua to throw. Has time. Gonna step to his left, and Liam Eichenberg is gonna be called for holding. I swear, get Eichenberg off this team. Pass was caught to Durham Smythe for about 5. But Eichenberg, man, come on. You can't be having that shit. Like, that was the clearest fucking hold ever. Just can't be having that. You're in such a good spot to be in. And you instantly throw it away with a holding call, and now they're going to call their first timeout with 38 seconds. Oh, this fucking team. All right, 1st and 20, ball on the 48 now. We're outside the field goal range. God damn it, Eichenberg. All right, Tua shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming, Tua stepping, avoiding it. Pass to Tyreek is caught. Going to get to the 41-yard line, back in the field goal range, but there's a flag. I swear. Be on Houston. It's holding on Houston, it seems. We will take it. But oh my fuck. Everyone within the team says that Eichenberg does well in practices and during the offseason, but that's just not enough. You need to be playing well during the games. It's holding on to Neil Hunter. Gain of 5, an automatic first down for Miami. We will take it. 30 seconds left. That also stops the clock. We will take it. Do a shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. First and 10, looking to throw. Quick pass right side, caught by Achane. He's going to get up to the 39-yard line before being brought down. Miami is in field goal range and will call their second timeout after the gain of 4. Let's see. What is Liam Eichenberg's contract looking like? He's on his rookie deal as well. This is the last year of Eichenberg's contract. I do not want to see him back. All right, 2nd and 6, ball on the 39-yard line. We need more yards, though. Tua shotgun back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to motion 1 from the right to the left. Fake a toss, Tua to throw. Pass over the middle is intercepted. It's picked off. Plenty of room to run. It's a pick 6, most likely. The 20, the 15, the 10. Achane brings him down to the 6. Tua, what are you looking at there? He threw it over the middle to no one. Like, there's no one there. 13 seconds left in the half. Miami just wasted a golden opportunity because of just bullshit. You wasted a golden opportunity because of a terrible holding call. And then just a terrible decision. Like, what are you seeing there? He's just standing over the middle. I have no idea what Tua was seeing there. No idea. First and goal from the 5. Stroud and shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling to his right, buying time. Still buying time, going to be out of bounds with 7 seconds to play. At the 5, no gain on the play. That was like, how do you waste that good of an opportunity? Just how? You're in field goal range. Just get the points. Like, after what happened before that play, just run the ball, gain a few extra yards, and send out Sanders because you're in his field goal range. He can hit from there, center the ball, and send out Sanders. There's no need for any other that bullshit. Stroud and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, 2nd and goal from the 7, and Houston will call their second timeout. I'm at a loss as well. I have no idea what he saw there. Oh no, it was Miami who called a timeout? All right, Miami calls their final timeout with 7 seconds to play in the half. Like, that was such a golden opportunity that Miami just threw away for no reason. Like, you get into a 1-point game entering half, you're feeling good. Like, you're feeling so good, because even if Houston scores, it's a 1-score game. There was no need for that. Stroud and shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left, looking to throw. Pass left side is going to be incomplete. Ater who forces the ball loose, looking for John Michie. And with 3 seconds left in the half, I would expect Houston to send out the field goal unit. Good job by Kohu. I mean, this defense just saved their ass. Only holding them to a field goal, given all that, is amazing. Like, was gonna be a 7-point game. Should have been a 1-point game. Yeah, our offense is already heading to the locker room. The 23-yard kick from the right hash is up and good. Houston has a 7-point lead at the half. I do not understand what's happened today. Yeah, exactly. Tua did not see did not see the field well in that play. Like, I have no idea. I think the Colts could win today. But I know, like, Denver's a really good team. Their defense is up there. Defense is okay. And it's just I could see the Colts winning. I could see it being a close game, but I'm not expecting the Colts to win. Although I don't think it's going to matter I mean, obviously if they win, the playoffs odds improve, but the main the main thing is less about the Broncos, at least to me, because with the fact that the Broncos, the Ravens, and the Chargers are all 8-5, I just need any one of those 3 teams to lose 2 of the next 4, and Miami needs to win out. But it's not looking good for Miami right now. Defense has been playing fine. This offense is just a no-show. We'll see in the second half, but it's been rough. No idea what Tua saw there in the interception. No idea. Just no idea what he saw there. I mean, like, that's the kind of mistake you can't make. Yeah, like, it should be 9-10. If the score is 9-10 at the half, you're in a much better situation. Like, a much better situation. But again, with how well the defense has been playing, I think we can be fine entering. I think we'll be fine coming out the half. If the defense makes a stand, then if defense makes a stand, we'll see what the offense can do. Mostert hasn't been seen in the field much because of the fumbles against the Cardinals and the Colts earlier on in the season. And the plan moving forward for the team is just to move away from Mostert. He has 1 year left he's 1 year left in his contract. Achane is the primary back, and the idea is to eventually work Jalen Wright as the running back too. Mostert just is in the future, and with a season and with how the season has gone this year, the focus is on the future. So that's why Mostert's taking a step back, in part because of the younger guys that we want to improve. We want to see how they play and get them some time to develop. But it's just weird. This season has been weird. This game has been weird. Yeah. Well, I mean that everyone knew that last year for Mostert was a out of the box season for him, because you look at Mostert, most of his career has been a running back 3 basically. So he had his chance last year under Miami, and he played really well. But the issue is he's going to be 33 by next season, and because of that, we just have too many younger backs that are playing well also. I don't know what the plan is entirely with Mostert. I do expect him to be on the team next year as a locker room guy and as a de facto running back coach next year. But the plan legit might just be, hey, we're gonna eventually work you into the coaching staff because he's gonna be 33. He might retire after next season, and at that point, we'll just throw him in with the coaching staff, which I'll be fine with. Like, he's a great guy for the locker room. Yeah, and his last season was fantastic. Like he has the Pro Bowl nod, but it's just you look at his career. Like his first year in the league, he was on 3 different teams, including Miami. Then in 16, he was in Chicago. Eventually got to San Francisco, and during his time in San Francisco, he wasn't a prominent back. And then he gets to Miami, a more prominent of a back. And then this season, it's Achan's running back room. Jalen Wright hasn't had a lot of chances. Like he's had a few, but it's been Achan. It's been primarily Achan, and I like it. But I would like to see more from Jalen Wright, 100%. Like he had this big game against New England in week 5. Since then, I mean, he's not doing a whole lot. I mean, he's not average. He's not getting a lot of carries. So that's yeah. He's averaging 4 attempts a week since that New England game where he really went off. But like, it's just he has some room to work with. Armstead's another interesting name for the offseason, but it's most likely the case based on his reaction to his injury last week that he's gone after the season and he knows that this is his last year. Which most likely means that if we lose today, I do not expect to see Bradley Chubb this season. Do not expect to see Cameron Good. Do not expect to see Teron Armstead. Like we lose today, we're going to end up. This team is going to become this roster of like starters is going to be a lot younger of a roster. And it's like Miami does have an out after this season. So there is that. So I would not be surprised if Miami takes it. Like his contract, man. Armstead's contract's crazy. But at the same time, I feel like Armstead could 100% play and give you another 2 years, but he won't give you a full 18. He'll probably give you about 9-10 games each of those seasons, which on paper should be fine for this team, especially if they come later in the year. But then what's the point of getting Patrick Paul? Because Patrick Paul is the future at left tackle. My main thing with the tackle position is, what does Austin Jackson's future look like? We're doing a bunch of offseason talk right now, but it's because this game hasn't been great. Like Austin Jackson has 2 more years left on his extension, which I like. I like Austin Jackson. I think he's a solid blindside tackle, and him being injured has really messed up this season a bit. So it's like, just what's the plan with him? What's the plan with Armstead? Can the offensive line get healthy? I know Isaiah Wynn was also like... Isaiah Wynn's another guy who... He's on a 1-year deal. I would like to bring him back if he's willing to, because he's a good left guard option. But I just don't know. The focus is going to be on guard. I do not expect a guard to go in the first round for Miami. I'm not, as much as I want it, I'm not expecting a first round guard. Which is part of the reason why part of the reason why our interior offensive line has been so bad. Because we're not willing to just get really good guards. Because we're going second round, third round guards, and those do not have a high track record. But we'll see. Houston gets ball to begin the second half. This has not been good. Just wasted opportunities. Dallas is up 10-7 at the half. Kansas City's up 14-0. Jacksonville's up 13-7 with as they exit halftime. Washington's up 14-0 at the half. Baltimore up 21-7 coming out of halftime. And then Cincy's up 24-14 at the half. Yeah, Tua just did not read. Yeah, Tua. Okay, I see what Tua was seeing there. Okay, that's just good. That's a good coverage call. Tua was thinking cover two. As yeah, Tua saw pre-snap cover two. He then saw post-snap cover two back to that original tell. But what it just wasn't. What was it like? It was cover two, but not in the way you thought, probably. Yeah. Yeah, he read front side of the defense, backside didn't follow with what the front side was, so it got picked apart. That's such a tough error to make. All right. All right. Hey, there's no time left in this. No time left. So 30 minutes is only a one-score game. If the defense can make a stand to begin the half, and then the offense just finds a way to do something, there's a chance, but it is going to come down to what happens to begin the half. Oh, did Miles Garrett get poked in the eye or something? Yeah, because Miles Garrett went down in that KC Cleveland game. Hopefully the effort that Devon Achane showed during that interception will come back and help us a bit. All right, we'll see. Come on, Kevin Harlan. Supposed to be a good luck charm for us. All right, back from halftime. Jason Sanders sends the second half kickoff down, and it will be down in the end zone for a touchback. Houston will begin the drive from the 30. All right, what you got? What you got? This defense needs to do something big to begin this half. Make a stand. Stroud under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. First play of the second half. Going to be a toss left for Joe Mixon, who has the blocking and going to pick up about 4 on the play. Jordan Poyer with the tackle. All right. Not a great start, not a bad start either. A 4-yard rush, the most neutral play in the NFL. Yeah, like Miami has 7 more minutes of time of possession than Houston does. And they have 40 more total yards. It's just the turnovers, man. All right, 2nd and 6. Stroud under center. Back behind him will play action looking to throw. Stroud with time going to step up and keep it himself and slide down for a gain of about 2. A 3rd down coming up. Big time 3rd down for this defense. Officially ruling it a gain of 3. But you're going to have to be able to do something here. Make the stand. Make the stand. Give the offense a shot to tie the game. Stroud in shotgun. Back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and 3. Stroud to throw. Pass time. Going to step up. Now trying to escape to his right and hit, but getting rid of it is caught for a 1st down. Tank Dell, are you kidding me? Chop Robinson makes the hit. Would have been a sack, but somehow Stroud gets rid of it to a wide open Tank Dell because Javon Holland couldn't stay on him for an extra second. Oh my fuck. That was the play. Stroud under center, going to look to throw once again. Pass time, going to throw it over the middle, caught by Joe Mixon, and that's a gain of about 7. That was the play, man. You get the sack on 3rd and 3 and get the 3 and out to begin things. Like, that was it. Holland just couldn't stay on for an extra second. 2nd and 3. Stroud is under center, back behind him, looking to throw in 2nd and 3. Pass time, pass left side is incomplete, looking for Nico Collins. Might have been some miscommunication on that one as the throw was too far outside, and it seemed like Collins did a sit, like a corner sit. I expected him to run through it. Either way, it's 3rd and 3 once again. We're right back to 3rd and 3. Can you make the play? Can you make the play? Stroud in shotgun. Back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, looking to throw. Stroud with time, step in right, gonna try and step up. Throw in right side, has a man, incomplete. Looking for John Michie, just through the hands. If he's able to hang on, that might have been a touchdown for Houston. Instead, they're going to be forced to punt, and we will take it. Oh, Ramsey got beat once again. Oh, got lucky there. God, fuck, okay. Got lucky there. Defense makes the stand. And now comes Tommy Townsend. They're going to fake it. It's a fake punt, handoff right side, room to run, 1st down, and a whole lot more. The 20, the 15, and down inside the 10 at the 9, but fumble, and Miami might have fell on it. Patrick McMorris. There's a scuffle going on right now. I believe Miami has it. Flags are flying. Yeah, it is Miami ball. They forced the fumble. We'll see if it actually is a fumble. But if so, it'll be Miami's ball. And Patrick McMorris, the rookie, someone who played really well in the preseason, but got injured and didn't see a lot of action. We'll see if there's actually a fumble. No, he's down. Oh, he's down. But still a great play by McMorris. And then the flags fly afterward, but he was down. I was gonna say they could fake it there. No, Texans are not gonna lose out. Hell, they might not even lose this game. And it's a penalty on Miami, so tack on yards, half the distance to the goal. I was about to say they might fake this. Like there's no reason, even if they don't get that fake, like Miami's offense has not been playing well enough. That's a great fake design. It would have worked either way. Here's the thing with fake punts against Miami this season, and I'm shocked we haven't seen more of them. Miami gets absolutely zero penetration on punt block. They get zero. It's like they don't even try, it seems, to block a punt. And because of it, it is so easy to run fakes against them that I'm shocked this is the first time we're seeing it. But they do get zero penetration on punt block. And we saw it there. Like, again, no matter what they did on that, it would have worked. But now it's first and goal from the 5. Stroud under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to toss this to the left for Joe Mixon, and he's going to lose about 2 on the play, thanks to Kendall Fuller making a tackle behind the line. It's just like we get zero penetration on punt block. All right, Stroud under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right, and a play action looking to throw. Rolling right, buying time. Has plenty of time. Stepping right once again. Throw in, end zone, caught, touchdown, Nico Collins. And the Texans will extend their lead. This is a disaster. I mean, we've been saying that our special teams coach needs to be fired for years. But like, it's just. All right, the extra point for Houston to make it a 14-point game is up and good. I mean, especially with how the NFL is today, like it was obvious. It felt obvious that they were going to fake it there. They were well in the plus territory on a 4th and 2. Like, you have to be expecting fake there. And it goes back to right before the half as well. Like if it was a 9-10 game right before the half, we have an 8-point game right now, and still 1 possession. Instead, it's 14. And like, this is how you show up to a must win. Like, it's just dumb mistakes. The offensive line, like, everything's gonna go back. This entire season can be pinpointed at the very moment Chris Greer said, y'all are more worried about the offensive line than we are. Because the offensive line has been the main reason this season. It's The offensive line needs a complete and utter rework. The only member from this current offensive line that we've seen this week, that we saw most of last week, the only member that is complete, the only three guys I would say are completely safe to be on the roster next year for the offensive line. I'll say four because who knows with Armstead. But the only three that are safe to at least be on the roster is Aaron Brewer, Austin Jackson, and Patrick Paul. Those are the only three guys who this season have shown like proper talent on the offensive line room. Everyone else, I want gone. If Armstead's willing to come back, then let him. But everyone else, we need a complete overhaul of the offensive line and how they think and how they play. The safety room needs a complete overhaul. Like we have too many holes that this season is fully exposing. All right, kickoff underway. This would be return beginning from about the 6th with Malik Washington, and he's going to work his way to the 26, 27. Like, let's see what the offense can do. Tua in shotgun, back behind him, as well as Ingold to his right. 1st and 10 from the 27. Going to look to throw, quick pass right side, caught by Malik Washington, room to run. Going to get it 1st down and more, down to the 41-yard line on the screen. All right. Like, but Waddle is still averaging 13 yards a reception this year is crazy. Tua in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. And going to just hand this off to Mostert up the middle. And that's a gain of about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. Ugh. Tua shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 9 from the 42. Going to look to throw. Pass over the middle is going to be incomplete. Looking for Grant Dubois. He gets hit hard. There's penalties flags. There's flags down. That's going to be unnecessary roughness hitting the defenseless receiver. Dubois is still down. Yep, flags down. Dubois is down. Can't take a bad hit there. Hope everything's all right. 9.5 to play. We'll wait and see. Probably gonna head to a commercial break though, due to injury timeout. Yep. The Saints got Cedric Wilson throwing touchdown passes. That's a former Dolphin right there. It's like the O line. It's just... during the 2022 season, and this was also a discussion of just like this team has a foundation of glass. It is a glass cannon type of team. And that's just not going to find success in the NFL. And we can say all we want, oh, if Tua didn't go down this season, if we had those 4 games with him and we won those 4 games, we're probably sitting a lot better right now and blah blah blah. But the main thing is, like, I still at this point, we're still going to have these injuries. We're still going to be playing with a terrible offensive line that we just can't disguise anymore. We can't disguise the offensive line because our passing game is so built around the quick throws that teams are just going to be like, bad. We won't give you those quick throws as much anymore. Or if we're going to make them so they're behind the line of scrimmage or they're close to the line of scrimmage. We're not going to give you the quick 15-yard throws anymore. And now the weaknesses of the offensive line is showing. The weaknesses of play design is showing. It's the cracks that we masked with duct tape last year to make it seem like we had a really good team, and now starting to show again. And like, even in the weeks that too, like even during a 3-game win streak, even during the last week, like this team just did not show to have the pieces. It was always a case of it would be a good what if to make the playoffs, especially after 2 went down. It's tough. I would still like to have a winning season, and finish 9-8 at the very least. But we'll see. As the boys is still down, they brought out the card and the stretcher. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Right back to commercial. We'll see. I just know that I'm gonna have a Dolphins off-season video. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, this is bad. Man. I hope everything is okay. The boys just came back from an injury he suffered in week 2. Like, this was his first week back. That was not a great hit. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it did not look good. We'll see. We saw a commercial. They brought out the card, stretcher, and everything. So, not great. Not great. Ugh. Okay, the card's still out there. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he takes an absolute. They're still he's still just laying. He's just on the field. They're working on him. They haven't put him on the stretcher yet. They haven't put him on the card yet. Man, this is tough. And we're right back to commercial. Oh, man. This is not good. It's just not good. Oh man. Yeah, this is not great. Oh man. I hope everything is okay. I hope this is still that commercial. Still that commercial. Ugh. We're coming back from commercial. Let me see real quick. According to Kevin Harlan, they've cut off his jersey and unscrewed his face mask as they're still working on him on the field. This this is not good. They have him on the stretcher. They have him on the backboard. He's a lot of wires going from him to something. They're about to get him on the card. And all prayers go to Grant Boy and Grant Boy's and his family and everything. This is, oh man, just a rough situation. Ugh. All right, they're going to try and play the rest of this game. There's 9.5 to play in the third. All right. So 9:34 to play. Tua in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to send one of them in motion. As Tua's going to look to throw and dump it off to Jonnu Smith on the right side. And he's going to get to about the 40, a gain of about 3. As there was the unnecessary roughness penalty on that previous play. To get Miami past midfield, it's 2nd and 7. All right. Tua shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Tua with time. Dump off to Achan's caught over the middle. That's a first down and gain of about 10 up to the 30. All right. Tua shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. A touchdown need and drive here. As Tua looks to throw once again. Has some time, going to step to his left and just throw it away left side, incomplete. And 8:08 to play in the third. Tua shotgun back behind him. 3 receivers to the left. Going to toss this left side, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 for Devon Achan to set up a more manageable third down. A 3rd and 6. Achan has half of the team's yards today. Tua alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and 6. Need the 20-yard line. Tua to throw. Houston sends 3. Tua stepping to his left, buying time. Flag down. Gonna dump it off to Mostert. It's caught. Will be short of the first down marker for a gain of about 3. But the flag will bring this back, as that's most likely going to be holding on Miami. And thus a potential 3rd and 16 coming up. Yep, holding on Miami. 10-yard penalty, a 3rd and 16 coming up. Calling it on 3rd string right tackle, Jackson Carman. Being down to the 3rd string tackle is not great. All right. Now 3rd and 16. 7 minutes to play. Tua in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. A back to the right as well as Tua looks to throw. Has time. Pass right side. Is caught by Tyreek Hill. Sky high and down to the 16-yard line. That's a first down for Miami. A gain of 20. There we go. Okay. That's a big time play to keep this drive alive. There we go. The ball now on the 15. Tua under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off left side, and that's a gain of about a yard for Devon Achane up to the 19. It was 2nd and 9. Tua in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, as well as a back to the right. Going to send a man in motion right to left. Tua to throw. Pressure coming quick. Pass left side, caught by Jonnu Smith, but couldn't quite get the block in needed. Only going to gain maybe a yard. Oh, if he gets that one more block, it's a touchdown. He has the room to run. Aaron Brewer just couldn't get out there fast enough. Why was that Brewer's responsibility and not Robert Jones? If Robert Jones goes for that block, we get that score. But instead, for some reason, it was Aaron Brewer's responsibility. 3rd and 9, Tua alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming, Tua with time, pass to the left is caught, but going nowhere, a gain of about 3, but there is a flag down on the play. What's the flag? Just under 5 minutes to play in the third. It's going to be face mask on Miami. Are you kidding me? Face mask on Miami. Penalty is declined, so it'll be 4th down. Calling it on River Craycraft. Oh, yeah, that's clear. Come on, man. All right, 4th and 7. What's your decision here? You're down by 14. Out comes Jason Sanders. To make it an 11-point game with just under 5 minutes to play in the third. "30-yard kick from the left hash. Kick is up, and it is good. An 11-point game with 4.5 to play, basically. There is a flag. It is offsides on Houston. So Miami's going to accept a penalty, make it a 4th and 2. And out comes Tua Tagovailoa. We're going to keep the offense on the field for a 4th and 2. Fourth and 2. To keep the drive alive and potentially keep the season alive. 4th and 2 from the 7. Tua shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Tua going to look to throw. Has some time, going to step to his right, by him more. Pass, end zone, right side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Miami. What a throw from Tua. What a grab from Jonnu. There is a flag on the play. I swear. I swear. This better be on Houston. Illegal contact on Houston. Penalty is declined. Thank fucking Jonnu Smith, a big-time touchdown grab. It's a one-score game with 4.5 to play in the third. What a throw. What a catch. And got the feet in. Got a lot inbounds. All right, now Jason Sanders on for the extra point to make it a 7-point game. The kick is up, and he missed it due to a bad snap. I cannot with this team. Snap was low, threw off the timing, he missed it to the left. Ugh, this fucking team. I mean, it's still a one-score game. It's just the mechanics were all off for that. All right, the kickoff underway. And it will be down in the end zone for a touchback. 4.5 to play in the third. 8-point game. Defense needs to make one stand. Give the offense a shot. That was a solid, decently solid 11-play drive. That would be nice, but I doubt it. Stroud under center, back behind him. Going to play action, looking to throw. Stroud with time. Pass left side, caught in the flat by Joe Mixon. That's a gain of about 4 on the play. The key thing is the defense has been able to make stands when given the opportunity and good field position, good defensive field position. They've been able to make stops. Just need to do it again. I mean, Miami's next 3 games aren't, in theory, that difficult. San Francisco's a mess right now. Then they have Cleveland and New York. This was the final tough test. Stroud and shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 6. Going to hand this off to Mixon up the middle. Going to be brought down shy of the first down marker for a gain of 4. 3rd and 2. Like, Miami can still get a winning record this season. I'll be happy with it. With how everything has gone this season, a 9-8 record, I'll be happy with. But man, it's been a tough year. 3rd and 2, Stroud and shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. 3rd and 2. Stroud to throw. Has time stepping up. Rolling right. Pressure coming. And sacked! Top Robinson forces the 3 and out. Big time play by the Rook. The defense does their job. The defense does their job. Now for the offense. Also, hell yeah for me and Dan Marino. The Rook making plays. Got the shoestring tackle. The punt comes off clean. And this will be returned beginning from the 10. Going to make some men miss, get past the 20, and Malik Washington is down at the 27. That is a good starting field position in 2:10 to play in the third. Go from here. Damn, Nick Chubb got ruled out due to a foot injury. All right. Hey, we can tie the game on this drive, and everything's different. Tua under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion, going to hand this off up the middle. And that is Jalen Wright for a gain of about 3 up to the 30-yard line. As Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are having a field day. Up 35-7 over New York. Jeez. Tua in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Gonna send a man in motion for the 2nd and 7 as Tua's going to play action, looking to throw, rolling left. Pass to Jonnu Smith is caught. That's a gain of 6. A big time 3rd and 1 coming up. Big time 3rd and 1. Need to be able to get this. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Tua's going to hand this off to Mostert. He's going to fight his way. And I think he just barely got it. Raheem Mostert gets the 1 yard needed. Miami's going to keep this drive alive, and that might have been the final play of the 3rd quarter. Yep, got exactly the yard needed. So 20 seconds left in the quarter. They do not need to call another play. Tua shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Tua to throw. Pass over the middle is caught by Durham Smythe, and that's a gain of about 8. So a 2nd and 2 coming up, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Yep, game clock winding down. 3, 2, 1. That is it for the 3rd quarter. Miami only down by 8. All things considered, not too shabby, but still in a tough spot, even going forward. But commercial break, I'll quickly be right back. So that commercial break, we back. Started the 4th quarter, moments away. Miami finds themselves somehow only down by 8, despite how bad they've been playing today, especially offensively. So we'll see. Yeah, Lamar is just dicing up this defense, man. Holy. Like, can Miami finish this drive with points? All right, start of the 4th quarter is underway. Miami with ball. A 2nd and 2 right near midfield, ball on the 45. Tua under center, back and fullback behind him. 2nd and 2. Tua's going to toss this left side for Mostert, who's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage for no gain, just didn't have the blocking. All right, 3rd and 2. Again, you gotta have a moment. Gotta have it. Tua under center, back and fullback behind him. 3rd and 2. And going to fake a toss left, looking to throw, pass over the middle, caught by Tyreek, down to the plus 40-yard line, big time play, keeping the drive alive, keeping the chains moving. Oh yeah, the Texans very well might be one and done in the playoffs. It depends who the matchup is. It's that simple. It depends who the matchup is. Tua under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from the 40. Going to toss this to Mostert up the middle. He's going to gain about 2 on the play, maybe 3. Yeah, gain of 2. Not great. Tua in shotgun, back and fullback to each side. Going to fake a toss right, looking to throw. Gonna throw it right side now to Mostert, who has some decent blocking to get inside the 35 to the 34. But there's a flag on the play. Be on Houston. Be on Houston. No, they picked up the flag, no foul. So it's 3rd down, 3rd and about 4, it seems. Wait, yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be a 3rd and 4, not manageable. That's a big thing. It's manageable. Tua in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, back to his right. 3rd and 4. You need a 30-yard line. On the 34. Tua to throw. Houston sending pressure. Quick pass left side. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Washington. No flags. It's a 4th down. 4th and 4. What's your decision here? You're in field goal range. You can make it a 5-point game. You'll need a... Alright, throw it to Reek, man. You have him on the slot fade. Just launch it up there. You throw that back shoulder to Tyreek is probably caught. Alright, keeping the offense on the field. It's 4th and 4. They're breaking the huddle with like no time left in the play clock, though. Maybe just trying to get Houston to... Yeah, no. Timeout called by Miami. They waited too long to make the decision, man. You can't be wasting a timeout there. You can't be wasting a timeout there. You just can't. Even if your plan isn't to go for it, you need to show confidence. So you need to have a 4th down play ready anyway. That way you can call and be like, hey, we're gonna call this. This is the play. Only call it if you see something you really like. Otherwise, we're just going to let this clock run, trying to get them to jump. If you're going to do it, you need to make sure you can at least attempt to get them to jump. Offense staying on the field. So they're actually going to go for it. Tua in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. You need 4 yards. You need 4 yards. Tua to throw. Pressure coming. Has time. Pass left side. Caught by Jonnu Smith. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks a 2nd. And going to get to about the 25-yard line. Jonnu Smith, man. He's been such a big-time player for us this year. 12.5 to play, 1st and 10 at about the 25-yard line. Jonnu Smith. Just bouncing off defenders. All right, but now you have to get in the end zone. You're inside. You're at the 25-ish. You're at 26. You need to get in the end zone, though. You've cemented the fact that this is 4-down territory. Tua shotgun and back to each side, going to look to throw a quick pass right to Jonnu Smith, and that's going to lose about a yard on the tight end screen. Julian Hill is trying to get some kind of penalty. Just shut the fuck up, man. I don't like that play call. The saying we got back to the line of scrimmage, which I'll take, but that's just. All right, 2nd and 10. Tua shotgun back behind him. 3 receivers to the left. Play clock winding down. Tua to throw. Pass time, pass left side, caught by Malik Washington, going to get to the 20 to set up a more manageable 3rd downs, 3rd and 5. All right. 3rd and 5. If you've already set this, you already set it up to where you're going. It's 4-down territory. You don't need to get it all on this play. You don't need to get all 5. Take a check down if it's open and has room in front of him to potentially get the 5. You don't need all 5. You've already set the standard that we're going to go for it. Tua in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. You need the 15-yard line. Tua to throw. Pressure coming. Pass right side. And is intercepted by Derek Singletary. It's picked off and returned back to about the 25 to 20. Oh my, he had Hill, but it was way too behind. Why are we throwing an outbreaking route 10 yards down the field on 3rd and 5 when all we need at the bare minimum is 3 yards? Because we're gonna go for it on a 4th down anyway. Like, what? That was a terrible, terrible throw, 1. 2, that's a terrible, terrible play call. And 3, that's a terrible decision on the terrible play call. You don't need to get 10 yards on 3rd and 5 when you're going to go for it anyway. Do a quick thing to Jonnu over the middle for a minimum of 3 yards and let him try and get the other 2. There's no need to do all that. And if you're gonna throw that, get it to the sideline. This normally isn't an issue with Tua. Normally he knows how to put it to where only his receiver can get it. You cannot make that kind of mistake here. Instead, it's just another wasted opportunity when we had a chance to tie this game. Like, that was it. That was the drive. It was a solid drive you were building. You just needed to get in the end zone, and you know you're going for it on 4th down. So you don't need to do all that. If you get it to a 4th and 2, a 4th and 1, you can get them to jump. And if not, you're going to go for it anyway. So you spend the first 10 seconds of the play clock to get them to jump, and you snap it at the final 5. There's no need to throw it 10 yards down the field when you know you're going to go for it anyway. At that point, just try and get the first with something short, and if not, you're going to go for it immediately afterwards. There's no need to try and pick up all that yards. Zero need. And that's not only on Tua, that's on McDaniel, that's on all phases of a play call and play design and everything. That's such a bad decision. If you want to run an outbreaker, don't run it 10 yards down the field. You run it about 5 to 7. Because that'll give you the first down, and if not, it's a much easier throw to get it towards the sideline. Such a bad play design, man. It was a bad play call. Stroud under center, back behind him, ball on the 18-yard line. 2 receiving options to each side, 10.5 to play. Stroud looking to throw, pass left side is caught by Joe Mixon. He will be brought down at about the 22 for a gain of 4. Like, there's still plenty of time left. That's why that sucked the most, because you still had plenty of time left. You didn't need to go for 2 afterwards. You still had a chance, an easy opportunity. Why are there so many deep routes? It's 3rd and 5. Have someone over the middle. That's not River Craycraft. Like, what is that play design? Handoff up the middle, going to be a gain of 5 for Joe Mixon, a 3rd and 1 coming up. That might be one of the worst 3rd down play designs I have seen this season from Miami. Like, what is that? Why are you having Jonnu Smith run a clear out route on 3rd and 5? Come on. Third and 1, Stroud under center, 3 receiving options to the right, back behind him. Going to look to throw, rolling right, has plenty of room, is the exact same play that Kyler Murray finished the game on a few weeks back. And Stroud's going to pick up the first and gain of 3. The exact same play. First and 10 from the 30. 8:40 to play in the game. Stroud under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off up the middle for Mixon. He's going to get about 5 on the play. You had the opportunity. That was it. That was your moment. That was to keep the season alive, and you failed. Stroud under center, back behind him. 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 5. Going to play action, looking to throw. Has plenty of time. Still plenty of time. Going to throw it right side. Caught by Dalton Schultz. First down, a gain of about 6 or 7. But there is a flag on the play. We'll see what this flag is. Somehow be on Houston. It is holding on Houston. Holding on Houston. We'll take it. We will take it. All right. 2nd and 15. Stroud in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side, dropping back, looking to throw. Has time. Throw in right side, caught and tagged down for a gain of 13 on the play by Nico. That was not Nico Collins. Nico Collins. No. 3rd and 2. No, man. 3rd and 2. Gotta make this stand. Give the offense one more shot. Gotta make this stand. 3rd and 2. What you got? What you got? Stroud in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and 2. Stroud looking to throw. Quick pass right side is caught by Dalton Schultz. First down. We sent a corner blitz for no goddamn reason. Like, why a corner blitz there? All right, 6 minutes to play. Can't be giving up too many more first downs. Stroud under center, 3 receiving options to the left. Going to toss this left side for Joe Mixon. He's going to spin his way for a gain of a yard. All right, 5.5 to play. Stroud and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Going to quick pass right side, screen for Mixon. Going to gain about a yard on the play. A 3rd and 8 coming up. 5 minutes to play. Make the stand. Give the offense a shot to tie this game. Third and 7. Stroud and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. This is pretty much it. Stroud to throw. Miami sends pressure. Rolling right. Buying time. Throw-in has a man. Throw-in had a man, but incomplete. Too high for Dalton Schultz into tight coverage. Miami's defense makes the stand. 4:26 to play. Miami has 2 timeouts. Need the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. That's how you dial up a blitz. Hunt comes off clean and going to bounce out of bounds. We'll see where they spot this. And it'll be Miami ball from the, 17-yard line? With 4:20 to play, Miami needs to go 83 yards. All right. All right. This offense has a shot. 4:20 to play. They need a touchdown and 2-point conversion. There is still a chance. There's still a chance somehow. But they're going to need, Miami's going to need a miracle at this point. Going to need a miracle. Gonna need a miracle. What you got? 4:20 to play. 2 timeouts as well, which is a good thing. Oh, Mahomes got banged up against the Browns. All right. We'll see. We'll see. And the drive instantly begins with a Liam Eichenberg false start. I will personally drive this man to the airport if it means he's off my team. The amount of times today alone Eichenberg has fucked over a drive. Now 1st and 15 to begin the drive. Tua in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left, gonna send one of them in motion, left to right. As Tua looks to throw. Pressure coming in quick, nothing open. He's sacked at the 7. I can't wait. Danielle Hunter gets the sack, and yeah, this is not going great. It's this O-line weakness, man. I still have no idea how Chris Greer looked at this offensive line and said it was completely fine. Second and 27. And Miami's going to call a timeout. So now this definitely has to be the drive. Miami calls their second timeout. This 100% has to be the drive. And it's 2nd and 25. This was man. What sucks the most about this was such a winnable game. Tua alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 25, looking to throw. Has time, gonna step to his left to buy more, just dumping it off to Jonnu Smith, but he wasn't prepared and it's incomplete. This was such a winnable game. Oh, and there was a holding on Miami. Because why the fuck wouldn't there be? Is it Liam Eichenberg? Tell me it's Liam Eichenberg. It's declined, but I still want to know who it was. Oh, I know it was Aaron Brewer, and yeah, that's a bad holding. So it wouldn't have even fucking matter. Cannot with this team. 3rd and 25. You need 20 yards minimum on this play. To make it a manageable go for it situation. You need 20 yards. Tua alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 25. Looking at the quick pass right side. It's a gain of 7 to Craycraft. All hitches? It's 3rd and 25. And you tell everyone, go 7 yards and turn around. Out comes the punt unit. We're sending this down. Jake Bailey's punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 25. That's a great punt, but makes one man miss. Makes a 2nd down at the 30-yard line. It's a great punt. Like, flipped the field brilliantly. Weirdly enough, Jake Bailey has been the one piece of this team that has improved from last year. Like, he's doing a pretty good job flipping the field this year when given a chance. 2:50 to play. So, I mean, 2 plays do have to be ran before the 2-minute warning. So, and with Miami's timeout, it could We could have all 3 plays coming up right here before the 2-minute warning. Stroud under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Going to begin the drive with a handoff up the middle. That goes nowhere. As a loss of about 2 or 3. Calais Campbell meets instantly in the backfield. And Houston's going to have to call one more play before the 2-minute warning. So Miami can force it to where the first play out of the 2-minute warning is the punt. And it puts you in a decent spot. But the issue is this offense has done nothing today to make me think it's fine. Stroud under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Going to toss this right side for Mixon and going to gain about 4 on the play. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning, I guess. I'll probably call it timeout. I guess the idea is you want to keep that timeout for the next drive, but still. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, like, you have your primary team, which would be either the AFC or NFC one, but you can have second. You can have like other teams you root for. But like obviously, it's a case where like the Dolphins are my favorite team, so they're the ones I'm gonna be like calling all the games for. They're the ones I'm gonna be rooting for heavy and have the most knowledge about. But like, I still root for the Lions. I like the Lions. I root for the Packers. I like the Packers. But those are more so not. But those aren't like I'm not gonna know every single player on either of those teams' rosters. Same way I know Miami's. Bucks and Vikings, yeah, those are solid teams. We do need Tampa to win today, bud. Mahomes is questionable to return with an ankle. I imagine they're just going to keep him out for the rest of this game. They have a big enough lead. But man. And the other thing that people are like, well, we're not getting anything down the field. Well, when we don't have a ground game, we can't play action and build off of it. Most of our deep shots come off of play action. And since we don't have a ground game, we can't play action. That's just the nature of shit. Like and it all goes back to the offensive line. And like every single fan, every single media person, everyone but the GM, everyone but Greer knew the offensive line was a weakness. We all knew it. But for some reason, Greer didn't see it that way. And chose to just not tackle it properly. I'm not sure what happens with Greer in the offseason. I know for sure McDaniel is safe. I know most of these guys on the team are probably safe. Greer, I have no idea. But we need to completely shift philosophies on how to build the offensive line. 3rd and 8, Stroud in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Game defining play. Stroud to throw. Gonna step up and is sacked back at the 25. Chop Robinson and Zach Zeeler making the play. And Miami will call their final timeout. If only we hit the extra point, I would like our situation a lot better. If only Tua didn't throw that interception, I would like our situation a lot better. Both ones, before the half and now. Like again, imagine if Tua didn't throw the interception before the half, and we just got the field goal there. We're at potentially 16 points. They're at 17. We're at either 16 or 15. All we will need is a field goal. Like it's so, like that's why like you can't make dumb mistakes. Simple as that. That's where you can't make dumb mistakes. All right. Tommy Townsend on to send this one down. Hunt comes off clean. And going to be bouncing at the 37. And taking Houston bounces down to the 23. All right, 77 yards. Yeah, Townsend's not happy with how that punt went. It was not a great punt. A minute 44. A minute 44. 77 yards. This is your moment. This is your moment. You need the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to at least get the game to overtime. You need 77 yards. Tua alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Going to look to throw. Launching one deep, right side to Tyreek. And is intercepted by Derek Singletary. That's the game. That's the game. You try and take in a deep shot. Tyreek had a step. But that's a good defensive play. That's the game. Ugh. And to all the fans who want us to take deep shots, that's why we don't. Because we can't without a run game. Oh, he stole that from Tyreek's hands. When you don't have a ground game, it is near impossible to work the ball deep down the field. So that's why we don't normally. Because our ground game is the screens. So the screen plays are extensions of the ground, and Miami uses it as such. But that'll be the game. I'm not even going to bother waiting for all the knee downs. Thank you all for tuning in. That'll be it. Miami's season is basically over, but they have 3 games left. Looking to end the season above 500 for the fourth straight time. But this is a very tough loss, a very bad loss. I mean, this was such a winnable game. Miami had every chance to win this, and they just threw it away in terrible fashion. Like, this is a disappointing game. So someone needs to be fired. Something needs to change with this team. But I'll go into more detail with everything during the post game. So thank you all for tuning in. See you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.